Sometimes all we do is swipe down, and suddenly we feel our chest tighten. The heart races as if something is about to happen, but we don't know what. It's just a video, an image, a comment, but the body reacts as if there's real danger. The feed has become an emotional minefield, and without realizing it, we're on high alert. If this has happened to you, take a deep breath. You're not alone. There are explanations for what you're feeling, and there are also ways to relieve this tension. A simple sound, a light flashing on the screen, something so small, and yet our heart races. Why do we feel that gut punch when we see a notification? Because for the brain, it could mean judgment, conflict, rejection. It doesn't know it's just a message. It reacts as if it were a real risk. And just like that, we're thrown into fight or flight mode. The mind prepares to run, argue, please. But what about rest? What about peace? They take a back seat, but they shouldn't. Fight or flight mode is a primitive survival mechanism. It prepares the body to face or escape danger. Rapid heart rate, tense muscles, shallow breath. It was once useful in the face of predators. Today, it's activated by group arguments, criticisms on social media, silent comparisons. And the worst part, we often don't even notice. We live in constant alert, thinking it's normal to be tired, anxious, disconnected. But this state isn't balance. It's exhaustion disguised as routine. For your brain, an aggressive message on WhatsApp can carry the same weight as a public scream. It doesn't differentiate between a real argument and a digital discussion. Every threat, even virtual, triggers the same stress circuits. Social media becomes an arena where we're constantly defending ourselves. A nasty comment, a strange silence, a light that didn't come. And boom, the mind enters battle mode. But the battle is invisible and the exhaustion deep. We only realize it when we're already drained. Every like, every comment is like a microdose of dopamine, a fleeting pleasure. But when they don't come, we feel the absence as if we're being ignored. The lack of interaction triggers deep-set triggers, rejection, inadequacy, abandonment. We're addicted to small rewards that shape our mood, self-esteem, and worth. We live for others' acceptance, not realizing that it drains us. We're not performance machines. We're humans, thirsty for real connection, not momentary approval. You open Instagram and see perfect smiles, ideal bodies, flawless lives. And even without meaning to, your brain compares. Someone always seems more beautiful, happier, more successful. And you, without realizing, shrink inside. This constant comparison feeds the flight mode, fleeing from who we are, fleeing from the pain of not being enough. But what we see is just a snapshot, not reality. And while comparing ourselves to fantasies, we forget our own beauty, the one that doesn't need filters to exist. Stories last 24 hours, but the impact they cause can last for days. Every posted moment seems spontaneous, but it's carefully chosen. And on the other side of the screen, you watch and feel like you're falling behind. As if everyone is living better, laughing more, traveling more, and you just watch. This constant feeling of lag awakens the flight mode. The mind says, run, catch up, improve. But running without direction only leads to more exhaustion. Maybe life isn't lacking in you, just silence between one comparison and another. It seems harmless, swiping the screen, watching videos, photos, comments. But with every piece of content, your brain analyzes risks. An aggressive comment, alert. An image that makes you feel less, alert. A video that reminds you of an old pain, alert. And without realizing it, you spend minutes or hours in a state of continuous tension. The body doesn't rest, the heart doesn't slow down. The nervous system is overloaded, and all of this in silence. The scroll is light to the touch, but heavy on the soul. Cortisol is the stress hormone, It should only rise in moments of real danger. But today, it rises in response to notifications, comments, comparisons. Social media feeds this cycle: stimulation, anxiety, cortisol release. Result: insomnia, constant tiredness, irritation without apparent reason. The mind never relaxes because the body never understands it's safe, and without safety, there's no peace. But there are ways to reverse this, and it all starts with awareness. You don't have to live on high alert. You send a message, and wait, minutes turn into hours. The person sees it but doesn't reply, and inside you, discomfort arises. Did I do something wrong? The mind starts to create stories and the heart races. For the brain, digital silence sounds like real rejection, and it activates old pains: abandonment, exclusion, insecurity. The body enters defense mode as if it needs to protect itself. But it's not always personal. Sometimes it's just the other person's life, and you don't need to punish yourself for it. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter of pleasure and expectation. Every time you post something and wait for a like, it's in control. But the problem is, it's addictive. And the more you need likes to feel good, the more fragile your self-esteem becomes. External approval becomes a medicine that only relieves for moments and soon returns. Pain. This cycle activates the fight mode. You try harder, mold yourself, lose yourself to be accepted. But healing begins when you say enough, and that's freedom. No one liked it. No one responded. No one saw your story. To the body, it seems like just an absence, but to the emotional brain, it's abandonment. This activates old memories, maybe from when you were ignored, rejected, forgotten. The mind connects the present with past wounds, and you feel something deep, even without understanding why. This kind of pain isn't a whim, it's a neurological response. The digital world brings up real emotional wounds. Understanding this is the first step in not blaming yourself for feeling so much. Often we say we're resting by scrolling the feed. But are we? Or are we just numbing ourselves, running away from a pain we don't want to face? Social media becomes a refuge, but also a prison. A place where we run from silence because it reveals too much. We run from loneliness because it hurts. We run from ourselves because we don't know how to care for our pain. That true healing starts when we stop running and allow ourselves to look with compassion at what we've been avoiding for so long. Each post brings an emotion. Each comment triggers something. You enter social media seeking lightness, but leave feeling tenser. The feed has become a battlefield where you compare, judge, and lose yourself. It's not just about what others post, but how it affects you. And the cruelest part is that no one sees this war. It's silent, but it leaves marks. Wounds of self-esteem, anxiety, exhaustion, and you're not weak for feeling. You're human. And you deserve a space where your soul can breathe in peace. Even lying down, the body doesn't relax. Even in silence, the mind keeps racing. You try to rest, but there's a constant noise inside you. Part of it comes from the alert mode activated daily by social media. Small accumulated stimuli that keep your nervous system in constant vigilance. Like something might go wrong at any moment. But true rest isn't just physical. It requires inner security. And maybe it's time to create a routine where your mind also feels protected. Headaches, insomnia, a racing heart, neck tension. Many symptoms that seem physical are emotional, and many are caused by digital stress. We live connected, but overloaded. The body responds with clear signals, but we ignore them, thinking it's normal. But it's not. The body is asking for help, asking for a break, asking for silence. You don't need to abandon everything, but you can choose moments of connection with yourself. Your body deserves more than survival. It deserves care. Have you ever blamed yourself for feeling this way? For being anxious, tired, overwhelmed without a clear reason? The truth is, it's not weakness, it's a response. You're reacting to a system created to trap your attention and, unknowingly, your peace. Social media is designed to addict, compare, stimulate. You're not alone. We're all, to some extent, in this cycle. The difference lies in who decides to awaken, and with courage, seek a new path, a path of reconnection with oneself. Do you feel irritation when you open your phone? A tightness in your chest after scrolling the feed? Are you sleeping poorly, even without apparent reasons? These are signs, alerts from the body. Silent screams from the mind asking for a pause. Digital emotional overload isn't fantasy, it's a real condition. But we don't always notice the source. By identifying these signs, you start to break free. You begin to make more conscious choices and create spaces of calm within a world that constantly screams. You don't need to abandon everything at once. Healing starts with small steps, a time offline each day. Turn off notifications, follow less, feel more. Breathe before opening an app. Choose content that nurtures, not burdens. Walk in silence. Listen to your mind with compassion. Each action like this gradually deactivates fight or flight mode. The body starts to trust. The mind slows down, and peace, once distant, begins to return. Small rituals, big transformations. Behind all this agitation, there's a calm space inside you. It's never stopped existing, it's just been drowned out by the noise from the outside. Peace isn't something you acquire out there. It's something you rediscover inside. You don't need to be perfect or always okay. You just need to allow yourself to return to yourself. Feel, breathe, start over. Life doesn't demand performance, it asks for presence. And you deserve to live a lighter, more conscious, more authentic existence. And this journey starts now. If you identified with all this, breathe. You're not alone, really. There's a place here where your pain is heard, where your feelings are validated. We're here to walk with you, to remind you that even on the heaviest days, there's a way out. You can count on us always. Now breathe deeply with me. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the air entering and leaving. This is your body saying that life still exists. There's still hope. Instead of getting lost in the chaos of social media, how about creating a healing space? Have you thought about starting your own YouTube channel? Sharing your story, helping others, sharing lessons? Turning pain into a mission is one of the most powerful forms of healing. When you speak, you free yourself. When you care for others, you also care for yourself. And here are some other practices that might help. Take a mindful walk outdoors without your phone, just you and the sounds of the world. Practice silence for 5 minutes every day. Try guided meditation or a warm bath before bed. Write everything you feel in a journal. Or say a simple prayer. God, help me find peace within. Give me the courage to move away from what hurts me and enough love to care for what still hurts. If any of these suggestions resonate, put them into practice. One at a time, slowly. And when you need to vent, the comments are open. Leave your pain, your thoughts here. This is a safe space. If this video touched your heart, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, leave a like. It helps us reach more people who, like you, need to hear this. And send this video to that friend who's living this same invisible battle. And before you go, I want to recommend a video that will deepen this theme even more. It is called The Silent Battle That Begins Every Morning. It is here on the card and also in the description. Watch it when you can. It might be the next step on your healing journey.